Hey Capricorns, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we Tarot and Heal over your self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Welcome to your November reading. Please take care. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Tarot and Heal. All right. Also, the merch shelf should be up now, maybe in a few days. I don't know. Whatever. Check it out. All right. Also, make sure your notification settings are up to par for you. Okay. All right. I come to you, humble God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Capricorn collective needs to know for November? Thank you so much. What's going on for November? All right. Ooh. What we talking about though? Okay. Fortune's wheel. All right. I like that. Luck and right timing. All right. We also have repairing the veil, forgiveness coming through. Now these two, it's really interesting to see these two come together. Why does forgiveness have, what does forgiveness have to do with the Wheel of Fortune, right? It does seem like there's some emotional tie-up energy. There's some emotional block that is stopping you from getting what you, hold on. I don't like that part, no. All right. Too many cards. These cards coming out crazy, hold on. Connectivity coming out here. It's odd. It seems like this is actually, so we have jeweled web connectivity coming through. It seems as if something about your new cycle, your new success is connected to some type of forgiveness, okay? You might be holding on to some resentment, bitterness, grief, okay? And it's actually affecting your progress. Wow. It's somehow it's connected. Wow, yeah, we have the 32 with the 23 coming through. There's some mirroring, which makes sense. Usually when I'm doing, let's say relationship readings or career readings, it usually mirrors a relationship reading, you know? And it does seem like something like that is happening. So if you're seeing blockages in your career, it might have to do with your emotional state. It's affecting that. So just be mindful of that, okay? Or vice versa, whatever the case is. It's causing an emotional block. Wow. This can also be something that you need to let go of, and it could just be holding up the process and like getting, okay. Like if you don't let go of a past relationship, for example, then it's gonna stop the new one from coming in, right? So it could be something like that going on as well. There's definitely an emotional blockage or some grievance that you have that's kind of stopping this flow. It's not stopping the flow. This is happening. This Wheel of Fortune energy is happening, but it's slowing it down, okay? Like things could probably move a bit smoother or faster if you kind of let go of this emotional, whatever this emotional baggage is actually holding you up a little bit, all right? I'm not seeing it, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that huge of a thing. I don't know. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups coming out. It creates a minor tweak, okay? It will make a difference. It's a difference of walking 5 miles with no bag in your hand and walking 5 miles with a book bag, right? It's a difference between that. And it's like, if you could just drop that book bag and just have all your necessities in a fanny pack, that walk might be a little bit more enjoyable. You might actually be able to walk quicker, you know, like that. All right. So something like that. It's a minor tweak that is going to cause this, you to shine more emotionally. It just feels like there's a little bit of gunk in the heart space. You just got to pick that little thing out. Just the size of a booger. pick that thing out and you're good, okay? But yeah, it has to do with just closing out this grief or whatever the case is with forgiveness. That's all you have to do, forgive, okay? If there's someone that you're holding on to and or whatever, there's a situation you have yet to really come around to forgiving, that's the thing, okay? It's really gonna be helpful for you, all right? Because it's causing an unnecessary drag. Like wearing boxers while swimming as opposed to wearing Speedos, right? That's the reason why they wear Speedos. All right. Right now is dimming the light of your heart is what I feel. And your heart could shine even brighter. I'm not saying that it's not. I just feel like there's a little bit of dimness to it. It could be a little bit lighter, okay? High Priestess coming out. This is your work, all right? So you might have been getting, this might be coming up to your consciousness now, or it might during this month or whatever. You might start thinking about a situation, or someone might come in, or it might be in a dream. You might need to purge. You know, there's certain ways that this can come out where you have to clear this energy out. All right. Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. There's a little bit of a grudge here, all right? If this comes up in a dream, then it can come up like, because I've definitely experienced this where it's like things that were left unsaid, like I would say it in a dream, or I'll be like screaming at someone in a dream or fighting in a dream, you know, stuff like that. That's one way that it could come up, okay? But yeah, something like that. And I feel like this is more, because the High Priestess is coming out, I don't feel like this, I feel like this is more energetic work. Like you don't necessarily have to talk to this person. I'm not getting that. I feel like it's just more of you and your internal world. However you manifest your healing, it's time to shine the spotlight on this one specific person or situation and just kind of clear the air for yourself about it, all right? This is a little bit of homework. It's going to make things flow better for you. Okay. Because it does seem like, I don't feel like you're holding on like you want to, it doesn't feel like you're holding on to the situation really, to be honest. It just feels like it's just hanging on by a thread. Just cut that thread. By saying, I'm letting it go. Like the new moon reading, it was just talking about certain things. We just got to say, I'm letting it go. Like, I don't even care anymore. I don't care about seeing the justice. This is what I was saying in that new moon reading. Are you holding on to the idea of like, I want to see them pay? Are you holding on to the idea of that wasn't fair? I want to see karma. You know, or are you holding on to like the resentment, like why did that happen to me? You know, it's something like that where you're just going to have to let it go. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't care. I got the gems that I needed from that pain. There's no other reason why I need to be holding on to this as a storyline in my life. Okay, so that's it. Because I do feel you completely moving on from it, but there's a little stinger. There's a wound that needs to be patched up with that Queen of Wands coming out in reverse. All right. This can be a little bit of, you know, resentment there. All right. Just a tinge of it. But it's something, even though it feels like a subtle shift, it does change your perspective somehow. Okay. You might realize how this was affecting you. Maybe it was keeping you, it maybe didn't stop you from loving, but it might have caused a bit of a higher guard, right? You might have had like, you might have been more guarded in love because of this. And if you heal this wound, you might be less guarded and or have the healthy boundaries, not overdoing the boundaries, right? So something like that's a subtle shift that's going to happen, and it's going to affect, it's going to play a role in allowing things to flow in easier. This can be love, right? If you already have love, it'll just make it go smoother. It'll help you be more accepting of the love, okay? Or if you're not in a relationship, then it's just allowing for more love to come in, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's friendships, allowing for the vulnerability. It's allowing for vulnerability more than you have, just a little bit more, all right? So you can embrace this more gentle, vulnerable Queen of Cups energy. That's what I'm feeling here. All right. Ultimately, it does lead to a result. The lack of doing it, it leads to the slowing down of this result, Three of Wands. So it does seem like there's a clear goal in mind, a clear reason why this needs to happen. So if something starts to come up that is triggering you, you might not realize that you're still carrying the resentment about it. Just handle it. That's all. All right. Overall, you seem to be in a pretty cool space. With this King of Pentacles and a Six of Wands here. Six of Swords here, sorry. Overall, it seems as if you moved on. You're feeling stable. You're feeling secure. All right. It's just a little, it's residue from this situation. All right. What's the blockage? Some of you guys, you are feeling stuck in a certain situation. And it might not be completely related to whatever this source of resentment is. But if you were feeling blocked in a certain situation, that's where this is coming out, where everything is connected. It might become very obvious. Once you forgive that situation, something else opens up for you as a result of it. Don't ask how it's connected, okay? The message is it's connected, okay? So back to maybe if you're feeling stagnant in your career, because I'm getting this stagnation here. Some type of stagnation in another aspect of your life is affected by this one thing. And you might not realize it. Okay. That realization might be a tower for you guys, actually. Yeah. So it's going to be a tower too, realizing, see, some of you guys, I feel like there's a lot of, you guys feel very secure. You guys feel like you moved on from the situation. You're not heartbroken from it at all. I don't feel that at all. But so you're going to be surprised with the Five of Cups that you're going to be surprised that this resentment is actually still there. That's what I'm getting here. That's a bit of a tower. Like, oh my God, I still feel this way about this person. I still haven't gotten over this yet. You know, whatever the case is. That's interesting. All right. But yeah, somehow Spirit is going to bring that up to you with the High Priestess. It's gonna somehow trigger it. So you can just heal it. You can feel it, admit to it, and then release it. By praying, by affirmations, however you want to do it. By journaling about the situation, however you want to do it, okay? Just do it how you do. There's a little bit of resentment about being left out. I feel like being left alone or left out in the cold here. And you might have been, this might have been buried a little bit. Yeah, all right. Probably tried to put on a brave face, as Capricorns do, you know, whatever. But anyway, it's time for it to come up. All right, what are they feeling to see? The level of strength that it gives you by not burying this. The World card, the Queen of Pentacles, wow. Yeah, I feel like the first tower is, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was still upset about this. Then the second tower is what happens when you let it go and realizing how that little blockage that you probably underestimated, how much that affected the rest of your life. With the Seven of Wands, the World card, and the Queen of Pentacles, it was the one thing that's kind of annoying, ain't it? But it seems like it was the one thing that was kind of stopping you from getting the thing that you wanted or whatever. Stepping into your glory is what I heard, actually. It's something that gives you, this Queen of Cups energy is needed. It's needed. For you to be this full-fledged Queen of Pentacles, it seems, or full-fledged Empress, or whatever. interesting how it's coming through. It's like your softness, your vulnerability that's required to feel this pain, handle the vulnerability of it and letting go. It leads to you being more vulnerable, right? Now, this vulnerability can lead you to be a better negotiator at work. Like that's how, it's something like that. Like where it's like, how did that lead to that? It's because your softness in general, it's going to help you in so many other ways. So this is it's something it's a raw nerve that you didn't know that was a raw nerve still, and you forgiving helps you blossom into this Queen of Cups. And it makes you this well-rounded Queen, Empress energy. And it's going to help. I feel like it's going to help with the money. This is crazy, but I feel like it's going to help with the money. Wow. Somehow it's going to create an aha moment. This is so interesting. But it could be love. Like it could just open up the door for love. Like it can also be like the vulnerability. Now you're exuding less of the wounded or guarded energy. You might not realize that you're coming off more guarded than you think, right? So, you healing this might allow you to come off softer and more welcoming, right? So things like that, all right? It opens up a clear door, and it's going to be a tower like, oh, wow, I didn't know, this little shift, it meant the world, or it changed my world, Anyway, so we do have the Magician card coming through. You are in magician mode. You're doing your thing. And it does feel like if there's something that's hung in suspension, you're like, why didn't I get this yet? This is why. There's a homework on vulnerability. And I feel like something is so close you could smell it, you could taste it. But yeah, there's a thing about vulnerability that's going to set it over the top and really just have this thing rush into your life, whatever it is, all right? All right. Time to be softer, I guess. Let's do it. All right, what's the animal spirit here? All right, so you have cat spirit, claim your independence. So you're already in this energy, but I feel like you might be carrying heavier masculine energy. It doesn't matter what your gender is. You're carrying heavier masculine energy with this independence, and it does feel like you might be a bit too guarded, okay? So whatever your gender is, being welcoming and being embracing or nurturing or whatever, that is going to be helpful, right? As opposed to being strong but intimidating, right? So that type of energy here. Not saying that you are, but that's just an example. It's going to soften this independent energy and have you come off more well-rounded. As opposed to, I can do this on my own. I don't need nobody. And then it's a matter of, oh, I can let people come in and help me. And that's going to lead to more of a communal energy, for example. It's so many different ways that this could play out. And all the storylines are just flooding to me right now. But whatever. It's going to be good, okay? Because you're already in this state, which is beautiful. Now it's like, just soften it. Soften the edges a little bit, all right? That's all. Just being led to soften the edges. Yeah. Owl spirit, you see clearly now, all right? This is going to be a bit of a tower, like, okay, I do need to be more vulnerable, or I do need to allow people in, or I have been a little bit guarded when it came to love or assistance, whatever this thing is for as far as vulnerability is concerned. But it's also okay to be the boss. Stag spirit, take the lead. It's also okay to do this. It's just finding a balance between both. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. See, this is a card of manifestation. I feel like, I feel like you're gonna need people, okay? You're gonna need people more, or you're gonna have to be able to schmooze people more, whatever the case is. Your vulnerability is gonna help allow more people in, and you need these people for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, all right? All right, well, that was cool. All right, let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Tara and Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Peace.